Okay, so what types of skins are there in Thesis? Thesis has a couple of built-in skins, which we'll take a look at here in a moment. And those built-in skins are Thesis Classic and Thesis Blank, because Thesis2 can't exist or can't operate properly without a skin either. So when Thesis2 discovers that there are no skin files for it to work, Thesis2 automatically creates its own skin files because it needs some kind of a skin for it to work, and it comes installed with the Thesis Classic skin and the Thesis Blank skin. Now, in the not very distant future, DIY themes will have a set of skins that you can purchase, and that some of you have already purchased, really, even though they're not available yet. And at the moment, I'm going to show you, that they'll be available, under Thesis downloads under skins. Now, I expect the personified skin and the social trigger skin to show up here pretty soon. But at the moment, there aren't any skins that are actually available from DIY themes. I think that a year from now, there's going to be a very large, vibrant skin marketplace that you'll be able to access lots of different skins from DIY themes. But in the meantime, Thesis only has the built-in skins available from DIY themes. Now, I have skins, and I have this agility skin, which was released yesterday and which we'll be looking at today. I also have the maintenance mode skin for Thesis 2, which I talk about in other classes, and I'm not going to talk about it here, but this is another skin that members can download and use, and it's primarily used for setting up a maintenance mode while you happen to be working on your own skin. I also have some things called Thesis Classic skin modifications, and we'll talk about those a bit later, but they're not actually skins, they are skin modifications. And anyway, like I said, we'll talk about that later. There are also skins available from other third parties, and I'm going to suggest a handful of third parties that I think are excellent sources of skins. The first one is Puneet Shalat's iCustomizeThesis.com. He's got 3 skins here. He's got the BizLife Pro Mobile Responsive Business Skin, which I think is quite well done. He's got the Thesis 1140 Mobile Responsive Thesis Skin, which is an excellent skin, but it's not really a beginner skin. It's really for a web designer who understands how the 1140 grid system works. If you understand how the 1140 grid system works, you can immediately employ it using this skin. And then he's got this BizLife free skin, and so by all means check out his stuff. You can download this and play with it and decide whether or not it will be useful to you. Another longtime Thesis developer is Themedy.com, and Themedy.com is in the process of taking their Thesis Thesis 2 or their Thesis skins and converting them into Thesis 2 skins. So right now you have the quick, the grind, and the reactive skins, but they have a whole bunch of different child themes, and they are in the process of converting those child themes into skins here. These guys make excellent product, and they're well worth taking a look at. So I think you'll find that they have a very high quality selection. Now, another regular Thesis person, let's see, where'd that go? Kolakub. He's got one skin, and that's the Marketer's Delight, and he really focuses on this one skin, and it's quite a powerful skin. So if you're an internet marketer, or if something like this is what you think would be useful to you, it's definitely worth taking a look at Kolakub, or Kolakub. I'm actually not quite sure how you pronounce his name. And then Rich Thurman, one of our members, has a site called the Thesis Skin Directory. Thesis Skin, whoops, I gotta spell it right. Skindirectory.com. And he's collecting various sources of skins, boxes, and packages for people to download. And so this is an excellent source for sort of ongoing cross-community elements that you can add to your Thesis2 site. And all four of these sites are included in the lesson outline or the session notes that you can download from the site here. In fact, I should have shown you that. You can download the lesson 6 slides that I showed here earlier, and you can also download lecture notes. Those links to these sites are inside the lecture notes here. So those are all various sources for thesis skins, and I think that 12 months from now there's going to be a huge marketplace full of lots and lots of different thesis skins, but all of us are all sort of still trying to get our sea legs on this. So anyway, this is the first skin, and actually this is what the skin really looks like, the Agility Nude skin. Agility is going to be a family of skins that have the same underlying architecture but have different styles associated with them. And so we'll be taking this Agility Nude skin and turning it into this skin here. And so our starting point is going to be this the Agility Nude skin. And I call it nude primarily because it has very limited styling, right? It's just only a couple of different colors, and there's very limited styling on it, so that it'll be fairly easy for you to take and convert to your own style.